Might seem pretty straightforward,
Mm-hmm.
but honestly, nailing it can be a real game changer in your professional life.
Absolutely.
We're talking about crafting effective self-introduction.
Yeah, those first few seconds.
Exactly. Think about those key moments walking into a big meeting, working a room at a networking event, or even, that crucial job interview.
What you say right then, it really sets the tone.
It totally does.
And it's more than just saying your name and title, right? It's actually a strategic move.
Strategic. How so?
Well, a good intro lets you make a strong first impression, show your value,
Yeah.
basically, and it paves the way for better connections down the line.
That makes sense. So whether you're prepping for a meeting like right now, or maybe trying to get up to speed in a new field.
Or even if you're just curious about boosting your professional skills,
Oh.
this deep dive is definitely for you.
Okay, so our mission today,
Ah,
go beyond the basic, hi, I'm stuff.
right. No more fumbling.
We want to give you real strategies, actual examples, so you can introduce yourself confidently, memorably, in, well, pretty much any professional setting.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Let's break it down. What are the absolute must-haves, the basic building blocks of a really solid professional introduction?
Okay, so foundationally, there are a few key things. First up, and it sounds obvious, but your full name.
Clearly stated.
Exactly. Just say it clearly. No room for confusion right off the bat.
Got it. Name first, then what?
Then you need some context. So your current role or position and who you're with, your affiliation.
Like, I'm the digital marketing manager at XYZ company. Something direct like that.
Perfect. Yeah, it immediately gives people a hook, a sense of your professional identity.
Okay, so name, role, company. That lays the groundwork. What's the next piece we need?
The next essential bit is highlighting, just briefly, your key skills or expertise.
Huh? So what makes you stand out?
Precisely. What's your unique value? Think about your core strengths. Maybe you'd say, my expertise is using SEO and content strategy.
To drive organic growth, or something like that.
Yeah, or I specialize in leading cross-functional teams to get projects done. It shows capability, not just duties.
Right, more impactful than just a list of tasks.
Right.
Okay, name, title, key skills. Now, what about where you're going or what you want?
Good point. That's where mentioning your goals or what you're looking for comes in. Super useful for networking or interviews, obviously.
How so?
Well, if you're looking for a new job, you could say, I'm currently exploring opportunities in sustainable tech.
Okay, puts it out there.
Or at a conference, I'm here hoping to connect with folks in AI or learn about the latest in machine learning.
Ah, I see. It makes it easier for people to connect with you on that specific thing.
Exactly. It signals your intention, makes the interaction feel more reciprocal.
That's smart. That's a
Yeah.
kind of an invitation.
Yeah.
Okay, last piece you mentioned was a personal touch. How do you do that without, getting weird or oversharing?
Yeah, the personal touch needs to be strategic. It's just a brief, relevant detail to build a bit of human connection.
Relevant how?
It could be a professional interest outside your main job. Maybe something insightful from a recent event, or even a shared hobby, if the vibe is right.
Okay, give me an example.
Maybe in a slightly less formal chat. Outside my finance work, I actually follow behavioral economics pretty closely.
Or maybe something like, I love traveling and exploring new cultures. Is that okay?
Yeah, that can work too, especially if it feels natural in the moment. The key is brief, relevant, or at least generally positive and approachable, not your life story.
Just enough to be relatable.
Exactly. Relatable and memorable. It helps build rapport faster.
Okay, so those are the elements. But let's zoom out. Why is this actually so important? Why not just stick to basics?
Because, fundamentally, first impressions are incredibly powerful. We make judgments fast.
Wired that way, I guess.
Pretty much. So a good intro. That's your first shot at showing competence, enthusiasm, clarity. It builds credibility, trust, right from the start.
Credibility and trust.
When you can clearly and confidently say who you are, what you do, maybe what you're looking for, people just take you more seriously. They engage more.
It sets a positive foundation for whatever comes next.
Totally. It can even help overcome initial biases sometimes, just by presenting a clear, strong, professional front.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Can you give us some real-world situations where a killer intro is like make or break?
Oh, definitely. Think job interviews. That tell me about yourself question.
The classic opener.
Right. Your answer is your introduction. It shapes their whole perception of whether you fit the role.
Huge pressure there.
Yeah. Then there are conferences or networking events. A good intro can turn a quick hello into a real connection, maybe even a future opportunity. A bad one, just a forgotten face.
What else?
Even in regular business meetings, saying your role and what you bring helps everyone understand your viewpoint, your potential contribution.
Establishes your place at the table.
Exactly. And don't forget the elevator pitch scenario, those quick chance encounters.
Right. Got to be fast and impactful.
Yeah, a sharp intro grabs attention. A weak one just gets lost.
Okay, this is good. Let's make it super practical now. Can we walk through some examples, like show how these pieces fit together in different contexts?
Let's do it. Starting with a job interview. Interviewer says, "Tell me about yourself."
Okay, pressure's on. What does Sarah Johnson say?
Okay, Sarah could say, "Well, I'm Sarah Johnson. For the last 7 years, I've been a senior project manager at XYZ Corporation.
Name, role, tenure. Check.
In that time, I focused on delivering projects on time, within budget, leading cross-functional teams effectively. My core strength is really optimizing workflows and improving team communication.
Highlighting skills. Nice.
Actually, I recently led a project that cut delivery times by 25%.
Ooh, quantifiable result. Love it.
And I'm really drawn to ABC Company because mention something specific, positive about them. I genuinely believe my leadership and streamlining experience would be a great asset here.
Connects it back to them. Wow. Yeah, that's way better than just name and rank.
Miles better. It hits all the key points: name, role, skills, achievement, and relevance to the job.
Okay, example 2. A networking event. Maybe someone a bit more techie, James Carter.
Right. James might say, "Hi, James Carter. I'm a software engineer over at Tech Innovations.
Straightforward.
For about 4 years now, I've been working on AI tools, specifically for business automation. I'm really passionate about how AI can solve real problems, and improve user experience.
Shows his interest area.
So I'm here today hoping to chat with other tech folks, especially anyone working in AI or machine learning, keen to swap ideas and hear about new trends."
Perfect. Clear role, passion, and what he's looking for at the event. Makes it easy to talk to him if you share that interest.
Exactly. It opens the door.
Okay, how about a more formal setting, like kicking off a business meeting? Emily Richardson.
Okay, Emily could start with, "Good morning, everyone. I'm Emily Richardson, Director of Client Relations at Green Tech Solutions."
Role, company.
Yeah.
Clear.
For the past 6 years or so, my focus has been helping businesses just like yours put sustainable energy solutions in place, ones that are cost-effective and good for the environment.
Value proposition right there.
I'm really looking forward to our discussion today about how a partnership with Green Tech could help you specifically hit your energy cost goals and, contribute to a greener future.
Connects directly to their potential needs. Very smooth.
Yeah, establishes her role, her company's value, and the meeting's purpose.
Awesome. Now for the quick one, the elevator pitch. Daniel Lee, marketing strategist. Go.
Okay, Daniel needs to be fast. "Hi, Daniel Lee. I'm a marketing strategist specializing in digital advertising.
Quick intro.
I've worked with startups and big brands, helping them boost their online presence and engagement with targeted campaigns.
Experience snippet.
Actually, just wrapped up a campaign that grew a client's social media following 40% in 3 months.
Punchy result.
I'm currently looking for new digital marketing roles where I can drive that kind of brand growth."
Concise, achievement-focused, clear GUR. Nails it.
That's the idea. Quick, impactful.
Okay, one more. What about just a more informal setting, like maybe industry drinks or something? Amanda Taylor, financial analyst.
Right, even casual needs some thought. Amanda could say, "Hey, I'm Amanda Taylor. I'm a financial analyst at Blue Sky Investments.
Still professional.
My main focus there is helping clients optimize their portfolios for, long-term growth.
Brief work context.
Outside of work, though, I'm really into hiking and photography, actually trying to photograph all the national parks."
Ah, nice. Personal touch, makes her relatable, offers different conversation starters.
Exactly. Shares her professional side, but adds that human element. Still polished, but approachable.
These examples really make it click. You see how the same core ideas adapt. So let's shift to advice. What are your top tips for delivering the intro well, making it land?
Okay, delivery tips. Number 1, be concise. Seriously. Aim for 30 seconds to a minute, max.
Respect people's time. Get to the point.
Totally. Second, project confidence and positivity. Even if you're nervous.
Fake it till you make it.
Kind of. Stand tall, speak clearly, use a positive tone. It really makes a difference in how people receive what you're saying.
Confidence is key. What else?
Practice. Definitely practice, but don't memorize it word for word.
Why not?
You'll sound like a robot. Practice the key points, the flow, so it feels natural, conversational, not like you're reading a script.
Okay, practice, but stay flexible. Good tip.
And use eye contact and positive body language. Look people in the eye, smile genuinely, open posture. It makes you seem approachable, trustworthy.
Nonverbals matter a lot.
Hugely. And finally, maybe the most important, adapt to the context.
Right, we saw that in the examples.
Yeah. How formal are you? How much detail? Is a personal touch appropriate? Tailor it. A job interview intro won't work at a casual mixer and vice versa.
Read the room. Adjust accordingly. Makes perfect sense. Now, gotta ask the flip side. What are the big mistakes people make? The pitfalls to avoid?
Oh, there are definitely common traps. One is either rambling, going on too long, too many details, or being too brief, so you don't actually say anything meaningful.
Finding that balance.
Yeah. Also, pacing. Speaking way too fast makes you sound nervous or rushed. Too slow, and you lose people's attention.
Right. And lack of preparation.
Huge mistake. Not being prepared just makes you seem unprofessional or unsure. Winging it rarely works well here. Another one, focusing on irrelevant details. Stick to what matters for that professional context. Your dog's name is probably not relevant in a first meeting.
Unless it's a vet conference, maybe.
Huh. Fair point. But generally, keep it focused.
Yeah.
And the simple ones people forget. Not smiling or making eye contact.
That's so basic, but yeah.
It's crucial for connection. And one more a lot of people miss, not seeking feedback.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Ask a trusted colleague, a mentor, hey, can I practice my intro on you? What do you think? Get some outside perspective.
That's really valuable advice. Okay, as we wrap up this deep dive, let's summarize. What are the absolute key things you want listeners to take away?
I think the main thing is your professional intro is your chance to clearly, concisely show who you are, what you do, and maybe where you're headed.
It's that first impression builder.
Exactly. It builds credibility, opens doors. Remember to tailor it, deliver it with confidence.
And avoid those common slip-ups like rambling or forgetting to smile.
Precisely. It's about being intentional in that first moment.
So the action item for everyone listening is, actually take some time, think about your current intro. How could you refine it based on what we talked about?
Yeah, practice it, say it out loud, get comfortable with it.
Because being prepared really does make you feel and seem more confident when it matters.
It absolutely does. And maybe a final thought to leave you with.
Ooh, okay.
Consider the ripple effect. If you consistently start interactions with a really strong, clear introduction, how might that change things over time?
How could it shift your opportunities, your relationships?
Exactly. It seems like a small thing, that first minute or so, but nailing it consistently, that could have a surprisingly big impact on your whole professional journey.